Bitcoin miners didn't follow Nvidia into AI. So Bitfarm, obviously, they were enjoying the products of Nvidia, and they used them to mine Bitcoin. They were using the GPUs to mine Bitcoin. But when Nvidia began to concentrate a lot more on AI, companies like indeed all the the big ones, including Mara, Bitfarm, they didn't really join them as such. They didn't follow suit. You know, they didn't really think it was I wouldn't say I'm not trying to blame them, but it's just as simple as that. They didn't join Nvidia into AI. Right now, Bitfarm is considering developing data centers for future GPUs, because as things stand right now, there isn't any infrastructure that can serve the GPUs of the future. So they're gradually thinking about going into that direction as things stand right now. So the stock has been in a strong bearish trend. You know, it's facing a lot of resistance around the one point, I'll say from $0.96 to $1.24. It's facing a lot of resistance there. It's not been able to break through that region since late February of this year, 2025. So as things stand right now, it's projecting the algos are extrapolating lower prices, if not lower prices going all the way towards early to mid July of this year, 2025. So this is its daily chart. You can see resistance. There's a lot of resistance and a lot of Fibonacci projections that have been constantly or consistently being reiterated around that region. So, in as much as it is an upper projection, it is also a resistance. It's also a wall that it has to surpass. On its daily chart, if it breaks through $1, there's a very good chance that it can even go ahead and try and retest previous highs and break through previous resistances. So this region from 0.96 all the way towards 1.26, if it does break through that resistance, then there's a good chance it will even print higher prices. If it begins to talk very tough and make a very good case about its pivot towards data center development and stuff like that, infrastructure, AI infrastructure, then there will be a very very good argument that or there'll be a very good conviction for investors to get in and start buying the stock again. So if we come to its 4-hour chart, we will equally find that that is equally the case. That resistance there, staunch, very very staunch there around. This is around 1.15, still within the range I mentioned on the daily chart, 0.96 and 1.26. So this is still within there. So this within that range is still it's this is also emphasized. So there's a lot of resistance inside that range. Inside it as well. You can even see the 4-hour chart has to do a lot of job as well. So as things stand right now, that is equally the case. Lower prices are being extrapolated on the stock, but we are somewhat bullish about the stock. We're somewhat bullish. We have upper projections of 1.06, 1.15, and 1.24. As a matter of fact, all of these projections I've just mentioned are within that range. So I'm not really I can't really convince you that it is ambitious. It's just ambitious from current levels, but ambitious will be prices above 1.26. 1. We have let's see now, 1.26. Let's see last time we ever had such things. 1.26. Okay, we have here. This is as of the middle of May. We have 1.4, 1.34, 1.44, 1.51. and they were just brief. They were not sufficient. If you like, yeah, if you like, you can call them island projections. There wasn't enough grounds to continue to insist on them. You know, so in the coming days, you never know what's going to happen. The company might, redouble its efforts and change things and begin to impress the markets and convince the markets about it, about data centers and mining and everything, about all about its fundamentals. So, okay, who knows? We could try and have a look at the other charts. We may find ambitious projections. Let's see now, 3 hour chart. Let's see what we have here. Lower prices are equally extrapolated as well. Let's see. No, nothing. No upper projections. Nothing. All the projections we have there are still within our range of 0.96 and 1.26. Let's see now. Let's see. This is the 2 hour chart. Nothing there on the 2 hour chart. Let's have a look at the 1 hour chart and see if there's anything there. On the 1 hour chart, nothing as well. Our upper projections are all within, or are all within those projections you mentioned earlier on. So even these other upward projections, I don't think any of them is beyond our that range. They're at resistance of between 0.96 and 1.26. Nothing beyond them. Okay, let's jump all the way to the 1 minute chart. Let's see what we have here. Nothing as well. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. So the algos are convinced that the stock is in the very short term it's not going to do well, but the management of the company can defy that. The money management of the company can defy that. So I really don't think we're going to find anything. Let's have a look at the 5 minute chart. Let's look at the 15 minute. Yeah, absolutely nothing anywhere as such. Nothing. 45. Yes, nothing at all. Yeah. So yes, the management of the company has. I believe they can do that. They can do that. They're already into data centers. They're already into Bitcoin mining. They can begin to work something out. Yeah, they can begin to do something and convince the markets that yeah, they are into the game. Yeah. Okay, so see what you make of BITF, and thank you very much for watching this video.